She looks like the guy with the headphones on, the playoff game.
Carmel, Ellen Baker, North Central, Kendall Martin, Buffett from Floyd Central. All right. Now, here's the thing. This might be, and we've seen some exciting races.
Yes.
This might be the most exciting at the front because we talked about one girl, Sophia Kennedy, right, who did not run the 4x8. She was out here fresh.
But she did run it at the regional and the sectional.
She did. Lily Cridge, who did opt for the 4x8 with they're the top seed time-wise coming in based on the regional. And
she ran a good split, but double the rest, quadruple the emotions.
Right.
I'm not sure that applies when your team finishes 4th or 5th in the relay.
Sure. And then the other major competitor we expect to be at the front is going to be Annalisa Craig.
A difficult contestant.
And are we? Oh, you want to? Okay, I'll go on a limb here. I think that Lily Cridge gets it done, and a 10:05. And I'll put Kennedy at 10:08 and Crane at 10:10.
I'm a little concerned about how warm it is. Now, we're not down there on the track. We are high above the track on the second level of the press box.
Yeah.
It may be, as Corinna James out to our energized competitor right here out to an early lead, and then Cridge takes it.
Yep.
They're out very, very fast here, Taylor. They're going to be like 32 seconds. They're going to be out faster than the boys were for the first 200 last night.
Right on, yeah.
Now, we've got 3 things going on.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that we've got 3. We don't need
2 things.
We don't need to count them. We've got the great race here, all time. Lily Cridge in Indiana history, number 2.
Yeah.
Sophia Kennedy, number 3.
Yep.
Annalisa Crane is like 4, 5, 6. There's like a bunch of decimal points. We'll look it up later, or you can look it up on IndianaRunnerList.weebly.com. Those 3 have already separated from the field, but the field has gone out very fast. Yeah. On top of that, Ellen Baker from North Central,
69-70 open.
The guy that finished 3rd, the boy that finished 3rd last night, I was watching that very closely, went out in 69 and ran 9:11.
What was his name again in 3rd place?
Jacob Fisher.
Okay.
He pulled a Jacob Fisher.
Is that where the name comes from?
That is where the name comes from. He did it last night.
Man. How
now,
about that?
I've got another interesting point
Yeah.
for this team competition.
Yeah.
And I coach at Carmel. I coach the boys at Carmel.
Yes.
You've coached the boys at North Central.
Yes.
Our teams, this isn't like a brag session, our teams have won this last 2 state championships in boys track and field, 2021 and 2019. And it could have been a close race between the 2 schools in 2020.
Yeah, it
got canceled, COVID, we're over it.
Yeah.
Not over it, but
we've moved on.
Both of our teams have either clinched or scored very, very valuable points in the 3,200. We've been in this situation in the last 3 years. Yesterday, 2 years ago, and then another time for Carmel in 2016.
Okay. Yep.
You're the coach of Ellen Baker,
which
is actually in a lot of ways is kind of true. You need these points here. Gosh, they're going out fast.
Yeah, they are.
My gosh.
We are still under 10-minute pace at the front.
I mean, the whole top 8 went out under 10-minute pace.
What do I say to Ellen Baker? Was that the question?
Yeah. So what do you? Well, you know where we know each other pretty well. You know what I'm getting at. I never said it. What is there anything that I want to hear your answer, and then I'll give you mine. What are you doing in the time leading up to this meet? Leading up to this race, rather, where the meet is on the line. These girls are hammering it up front, by the way.
Yeah, they are. Okay, here's what I would tell her. She is a mentally tough senior girl. She does have.
You're telling her. Is this background?
No.
Or you're telling her
this?
This
This is background. Okay. She's a mentally tough senior girl with a limited amount of, and as I'm talking about her, she kind of trips but hangs in that pack with a limited amount of big meet experience.
Sure.
Right? She really blew up her senior year. I think that would have happened a little bit earlier junior year.
James is really running in the back of Evan there.
Yeah, she's on it right there. I go to her and I say, hey, you do what you're capable of doing. That's all we need from you is to be you. We don't have to do anything special today. We just need to run how we're capable of running. And we would have talked about that plan leading in, and she would be confident. I think she's a girl who understands the implications in the team points. She already knows where, she may not know the exact score, but going in, she knew it was going to be a tight race and that she needs to deliver. So I don't need to go to her and give any pressure because she's got enough of it from herself. So I just say, do what you can do and what you've done all year, and I'll be proud of you with that.
She's in 9th now, but It's a long race. They're 3 laps into it. In front of her in 8th is Corinna James, who ran an all-out 1600.
Yep.
It's going to get increasingly difficult for her. Now, Baker's already run the 4x8, but that's not the same as having run the 1600.
Not the
And
same.
in 4th is Annie Christie on
who
her
is so far
third
my
event.
biggest surprise right now because of how she ran in the 16th. But she's really come back strong so far.
And these girls up front are hammering it. We're showing you Cridge in the pink jersey, Crane from Edgewood in the striped red and black jersey, striped like I use jerseys in
Yeah.
Edgewood right outside of Bloomington, and Sophia Kennedy in 3rd, and they've actually gapped Kennedy. These 3 went through 1,200 meters in 3:42. Here's why that's significant, and we're going to see it as they get to 1,600.
gosh.
3:45 is pace for 5 flat.
I know. And
That's
they're
a
gonna
10
be under
flat.
5 flat
and they're
pace
not
right here.
slowing down at
I know.
all.
Or under 10.
They're
yeah.
at 4:58, so they went through. That's a 76, I suppose. It's a little bit off of 10 minutes, and the field is starting to spread out. I'm going to give you what I would tell our guys and have told our guys as recently as the last 24 hours.
Real quick, 458 would have been 7th place in the 1600 today. Just so you know. Okay, what would you say?
Hey, we could use some points, and if you score it, that's going to help. Okay, I'll see you after the race.
Okay, that's not any different than
That's not
my
any different than
approach.
what you said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, you know what to do. Do the best you can.
Done it. I mean, this is.
We don't need to go through. Where's the meme of the guy trying to figure it out and all the calculus is going through? We don't need to do
We don't
that.
have to. They already know. Hey, look, if you're a distance guy at home, you're loving this, or gal, and if you're hey, I'm a sprinter at heart. You have to understand what you're witnessing here.
They're sprinting
is
right now. They're
an
sprinting the whole
insane
thing.
pace that these 2 girls are holding. Not just one girl out in the front all by herself. Crane is right there every step with Lily Cridge, and let's not forget. Sophia Kennedy is running fast, right? It doesn't. You say, "Oh, well, she's
way under the
running
state meet
fast.
record pace.
Yeah, and this pack back here.
So they are right at the pace for 10 minutes. And we've been in this situation a lot because a boy running under 10 minutes is a big deal. It's
good, yeah.
You get a boy that runs under 10 minutes, you're feeling good for the future in cross country, right?
Right.
And so we know, we've been in this position where you're on it and you know what the splits are and you're telling them, you're encouraging them.
Yeah.
And it's like, still, this is what I'm telling them every lap now. You're still on it. You're still on it.
Yeah.
And these girls are right there. I wonder what kind of, as you see the field come through here, it's actually Crane in 2nd and her sister is in 4th.
Yes.
Clara Crane. Corinna James has moved into 5th. Not at their practice every day, don't know anything about her, don't know their coach. I would have been interesting, I think, to me to see James in this fresh, how much farther up she could have been. She was 6th in the 1600, but I think this is her better
State
event.
champion. Baker's in 8th right now. That's 2 points for North Central.
Okay.
Just as we're playing the team game, that's
Well, and let's
the
see
only team
these
implication.
girls up ahead as we're kind of showing the field. We are showing Clara Crane and Corinna James and Annie Christie. They've got a while to go. They've got 1,000 meters.
Right.
We'll see if Baker can still hold in there.
We've got a gap
Can she
here.
maybe catch a couple of those girls in the last few? But this is a very,
About a
very
second.
important next 400 meters for Baker in the team race.
Yeah. About a second gap between Cridge and Crane when they hit the line, but it looks to be opening some more now. So sub 10 pace, not fast enough for Lily Cridge. She says, I got to keep dropping the hammer here. I'm not quite done yet. So.
I actually thought Cridge was putting herself into not a great position by allowing Crane to use her to draft off of her the whole way. This is incredible. These girls are under 10:40 pace, and they're half of a lap down.
Yeah.
And also, 2 of the top 4 live in the same house. Yeah, Cridge has really started to pull away, and it's actually going to get a little, well, it's not going to get that confusing. She's running so fast, it's very obvious who's in the lead, but we're getting some lap traffic here.
Uniform here.
It is the pink top. It's hard to see. Pink top, blue shorts. She's got 500 meters to go. If she can get to this line at 8:45, that would be under pace for 10 minutes.
James into 4th now on the backstretch. Annie Christie holding 6th.
Baker's in there. I think
Baker's
she's in 9th or
right
10th.
Yeah, she's right around.
This is going to be
the
huge.
point mark. And
Now,
Lily
Baker
Cridge needed
did-
a bell lap here at 8:47.
It's going to be close to 10 minutes, and it's going to obliterate the old 3,200 meter
72.
state meet record, which was held by Anna Rohr, who was an accomplished distance runner, to say the least, 2-time Foot Locker national champion, multiple-time All-American at Notre Dame, and I think is now running under a professional contract. Cridge,
Wow.
it's incredible to watch her, because typically in a distance race, after you've seen all the sprinters, and you've seen this in workouts, you watch your sprinters work out, and then your distance guys are running, your distance girls are running, and it's like, I don't think they're going so slow. It looks like she sprinted this entire thing.
Yes.
She is going to be right at 10 minutes. She's 30 seconds and about 270 meters away. You'll see she would need to be... She could get to 100 with... Yeah, she's going to be close.
You know, this is exciting for her to come back after having missed the end of the cross-country season this fall.
And the people in the stands
what a
know what
strong
they're
comeback
seeing.
right here. And look at her finish. She's not going to be under 10. She's going to be just over 10. Maybe close to 10:05, like somebody said.
Yeah.
I think that was you, maybe.
No, that was you. 10:02.
Oh, my
She's
goodness.
excited.
Wow.
And here
comes Crane
Yeah,
at a
listen, Crane.
10:10.
10:08.
10:08.
So
Wow.
both under the old
Fantastic.
record.
Amazing.
I mean, Sophia Kennedy's going to run 10:20, which would win just about every non-Ann Aurora year.
Yeah.
And she's going to be pretty far back here in third. Corinna James in fourth. A tough double.
Unfortunately, it looks like Baker's in 10th place right now with a girl coming in, so that might end North Central's
What a
chances.
triple here by Annie Christie.
Yes.
She's going to end up 6th or 7th. But Crane, Lexi Allen, Annie Christie, 10:46. Yep.
Nice. She's gonna hang on.
Looks like Baker's going to finish. Hallie Hill, I think, might be 9th or 10th, and then Baker's going to be just outside.